This is Robert Gephardt from ThisWeekIn.Asia, and today I'm talking to Ed Campos from Klook. Hi Ed, thanks for joining me.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I was wondering if to start out you could just briefly introduce Klook to all of us.
Klook is a company, it's a startup company out of Hong Kong, and what we do basically is we focus our business on helping people book travel experiences in different destinations across Asia, and right now since last month also Mauritius in Africa. So our business mainly focuses on attractions, things to do. We don't do hotels, we don't do flights. We do what to do, activities to do at destinations. When you're traveling, if it's attractions, if it's amusement parks, tours, all of these kind of sort of things.
Okay, so once you've booked your hotel and your flight, then you find out what to do through Klook.
Yes, exactly.
And how did this idea come about? Did you notice a gap in the market, or did you have a bad travel experience or something, or?
Well, actually, we noticed a potential business there because if you were looking for a hotel, there's like hundreds of people selling or giving the facilitation of booking hotels online. If you want flights, it's the same thing. There's many people who can help you get flights at a very nice rate. But what about tours? What about things to do? So we noticed that there were some people doing something similar, but always attacking like a high-end rank of the market. But then what happens to all of those young travelers that probably are not super high-end but still want to travel, and they're still trying to discover things to do where in many destinations across Asia. So most of our attractions go from simple things like typical and very touristic things like amusement parks like Disneyland in Hong Kong, Universal Studios in Singapore, but we also go to the adventure travel. For example, like hiking the Batu volcano in Bali, Indonesia, or traveling along Siem Reap in the temples in Angkor Wat. And we try to book and curate the most unique experiences that we can find for all of those travelers out there who are looking for something that is not too touristy, too common, but who are looking for a more unique local experience.
And when setting this up, what were some of the initial issues or problems that you had to overcome?
Well, first of all I'm sure you and many other travelers know about this. That there's always when you travel as a foreigner, there's always like two types of prices: the price for the foreigners and the price for locals.
Right.
This is very because and it's understandable because all of those people giving the tours, they need to make their money out of some place. If you're as a tourist, well, you probably don't know like the difference of prices, different price range. So you go, all right, yeah, you give me $100 for this tour, all right, I'll take it. But actually, you could have gotten it for like $20 maybe.
Right. Yeah.
So the first thing that we notice is this, right? So so what we try to do right now, and when we say, all right, what if we could offer those same tours, the same experiences to our users with the comfort of having the best price possible, everything safe, everything like eliminating like all of the bargaining and all of this foreigner prices, and say, all right, we can give you all of this. You can be safe. We will bargain for you guys, and we will take care of booking and everything for you guys. So this was the first thing, and this was what actually launched the mission and started the project of Klook.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we call it the foreigner tax usually, at least either when we travel. So it seems like you kind of eliminate this foreigner tax in a way, and you can bring the local prices and what's available to locals to foreigners. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've noticed some stuff. Sometimes even menus will have different prices in different languages and whatnot, and so yeah, it can get Pretty interesting. Talking a bit more about the company, I wanted to know what is Glook's revenue model or the sales structure at the moment? Like, do people pay to use the website, or is it commission based or advertisements?
Yeah, we handle the payments through our website, and we because we've negotiated directly with tour operators in the different destinations that we have. So all the payments are done through us. So this way we can assure our users that we're handling their money and their information safely on our servers through our payment methods. And then afterwards, we contact directly the tour operators and say, all right, we got all of these people for the tour tomorrow or whatever, and then we'll just book the place, and then we'll handle the transaction, the payment with them directly. So our users, they only have to pay us, and then we'll handle the rest of the things for them.
Oh, okay. So you're almost also like an insurer, or you kind of guarantee that things can go well, let's say, or not, not disappear.
Yeah, exactly. And this is especially because, well, I don't know if you heard, but there's many countries where when you go, and then there's always like this kind of scam where you can like book a tour, and then when you go into the tour, then it turns out that the tour is not what you booked. They take it to like factories for shopping or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what we're trying to do right now is to keep people safe. To say, all right, you pay us, we're gonna handle everything. So for example, yesterday we had some tours in Okinawa. The weather is very bad, so some tours got canceled. So we managed directly with the operators, and directly they called us. We called the people and said, hey, there's not gonna, the tour's not gonna happen because of this and this and this. If you have no other dates available, we can just give you the refund and everything. So we handle all of this part, all the customer service. So to make our users feel more comfortable about working with us.
Okay. And you're also a relatively new company, and so what growth have you been seeing so far in terms?
Well, actually, we've been growing very fast. I don't know if we just had like a very huge injection of money, of investments just like last month, which has it's going to push the business is going to grow even faster. But as of now, well, we already got like over 200,000 bookings since we started operating last year. It's almost going to be 1 year since we started new operations. So it's growing pretty fast, and this is actually June is going to be our best month yet. So up to now, we're breaking our records like month by month. So that's actually very, very pleasant for all of us.
Yeah. And so what are the future plans then for Klook? Where do you go from here?
We're going to launch some cities in the future. In the very near future, we're gonna open some cities in Japan. We're also planning to open some other cities in Southeast Asia, but the destination we cannot disclose. We're gonna expand all of our destinations before the end of this year. And we just opened Mauritius last month, and it's also doing very well. So we're also studying places that are not necessarily in Eastern Asia or Southeast Asia, because apparently there's also a high demand for this type of services outside of this region.
Or this company has been set up in Hong Kong. How would you describe setting up a business in Hong Kong? What are some good and bad points about that?
Well, one of the good points is that right now Hong Kong, well, there's many other startups around. There's so many companies starting up in Hong Kong, which is amazing because the networking becomes easier because, everyone's trying to grow. So everyone is like, all right, I'll give you a hand, you give me a hand. And then it's like a big community of investors and of just like very young people who have the will to like work hard to get, and grow and grow. So it's been actually very pleasant to see many people working with us. Maybe some of the negative points is that sometimes when you reach media or people outside of Southeast Asia, sometimes they can say, all right, hey, you're from Hong Kong, so like they don't know what to expect. Because it's a startup also. So we have to like this is where right now our branding is coming very strong. to say, yeah, we're a company, but we're serious. We're young. We're just starting, but we're serious about this. You know. So it's been quite a journey and quite a challenge to achieve this.
And what was your personal journey? Like, how did you get to where you are now with Klook?
Well, actually, me as many of most of our colleagues right here in the company, we are all avid travelers. Like, we love just, hopping on the first plane we find and just, see where we can go, Most of us here love adventure. Personally, I was living in China for 4 years, and then after I came here, just studying, and then I just stayed here, and then I found this company, and I found these people with this mission and this dream, and one of my objectives in my life has always been to be in the tourism industry. I have always seen myself as something, working or helping in the tourism industry. So when I saw this opportunity, it was just, it just clicked with the founders and with all of the staff. It's just like everyone is so travel oriented that it's been actually a very interesting experience.
Right. Yeah. So it's a bunch of avid travelers, I guess, making travel easier for everyone else.
Yeah, and that's exactly like, I think that's what makes the product great. That it's not that like we're just like people behind desks. We're actually travelers ourselves. So whenever we travel, actually, like for example, one of our friends, of our colleagues, just went to Seoul like 2 weeks ago, and she went there using our app and everything, and then she came back and she was like, all right, I found this and this, so
Right.
we try our own product and we also give our own feedback, and we say, all right, as a traveler, what can be improved, So that's actually, I think, a very good point about our team.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking with us. And so once again, if people want to find you, we'll have the link below. But it's klook.com. That's KLOOK.com, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, just like for all the travelers and all your readers and listeners or viewers, just Klook is I think like this is a great tool for anyone who's traveling, and it's interesting to have this type of curated platform of all of these experiences, and it would be nice to just give it a try. You can download the app for free and try it out. And if you like it, just please let us know. If you don't like it, also let us know. We need to keep improving our platform, so it would be great to hear from all of you.
Okay, perfect. So check out Klook. We'll have a link once again in the description below. And thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.